Another triangle in the anterior compartment of neck is the muscular triangle. Okay, it comes here. Actually, this one. That is. So I explained about the submandibular, and carotid triangle, and the fourth one in the anterior compartment is the muscular triangle. Muscular triangle, or otherwise called the infracarotid. As this is a carotid triangle, so this is otherwise called the infracarotid triangle. Or it is also called the omotracheal triangle. Okay, omotracheal. Right? So the boundaries. One boundary is a midline. This triangle or the muscular triangle extends from this hyoid bone up to the sternum. So here I will draw the midline. Here is your hyoid bone, and then thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, and tracheal rings, and after that comes the mandibular sternae, and also the clavicles are attached to that in the lower border, and this is a midline of the neck, and to this attaches the sternocleidomastoid by two heads. Here also, and we know that the anterior compartment is actually anterior to the sternocleidomastoid muscle. So here this is a midline from hyoid bone up to the sternum, and this midline, in this midline, first you have the digastric, the anterior belly, and in between the two anterior bellies of digastric you have the submental triangle, and from there is posterior belly, so that became the submandibular triangle, and next came the omohyoid muscle, this one, and it has got an superior belly and an inferior belly, this side also. Okay, so this became the carotid triangle, and this part, this triangle is the muscular triangle. So the medial border of the muscular triangle is a midline, and laterally there are supralaterally and infralaterally. Okay, so supralaterally there is omohyoid, the superior belly of omohyoid, and infralaterally here comes the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Okay, and this in the midline. So midline with the omohyoid, superior belly, and sternocleidomastoid comes the muscular triangle. So they are the boundaries, and laterally you have again as for all other triangle, laterally you have skin, subcutaneous tissue, and the invested layer of deep cervical fascia. And what are the content? As the name suggests, this muscular triangle contains mainly muscles. So what are the muscles attached to that? We have two landmarks here. One is hyoid bone and another one is sternum, right? Okay, hyoid bone up to the sternum, isn't it? Sternum, hyoid bone. So what are the muscles going between? And here is the thyroid cartilage and the cricoid cartilage. So the main muscles are, one is sternohyoid, right? So sternum to hyoid. Number one, sternohyoid. And second, here is a thyroid. So thyroid to hyoid bone, thyrohyoid. and from sternum to thyroid comes the sternothyroid. Okay, so these are the main three muscles seen in the muscular triangle, and also you related to the thyroid gland. They are the superior thyroid artery and the inferior thyroid artery, and also there are viscera are seen in relation to this. They are the thyroid cartilage and also larynx, trachea and also the esophagus. They are the structures or viscera coming in between. So muscular triangle, otherwise called infracarotid triangle or omotracheal triangle, you know the boundaries between the midline, superior belly of omohyoid and also the sternocleidomastoid, and it contains mainly the muscles. They are the sternohyoid, then thyrohyoid and sternothyroid muscle, and the two arteries, mainly the superior thyroid artery and the inferior thyroid artery, and the vein, they are the superior and inferior thyroid vein, and also the viscera in relation, they are the larynx, the lower part of larynx, the trachea, esophagus and the thyroid gland and thyroid cartilage. So these are the main contents of this muscular triangle, and the surgical importance is in the two surgical procedures. One is a tracheostomy and another one is thyroidectomy. Okay, so these muscles are the strap muscles. Okay, they are the strap muscles. These three are the strap muscles, and this strap muscle cover the thyroid gland. So the strap muscles has to be divided or retracted in the midline, exactly in the midline, to see the thyroid gland. So the main surgeries done in this area, one is thyroidectomy and another one is tracheostomy. And tracheostomy I have already explained in a previous class. We do tracheostomy mainly between the second and third tracheal ring. Okay, so that is the clinical significance, and an important nerve in this area is the recurrent nerve, which is liable to be injured if you are not careful during a thyroidectomy. Okay.